Hi, this is Laura Wansek here, and I'm going to share in this video the process for making two layouts, both of which feature this idea that I've been doing for the last couple years of compiling 5, 10, 8, any kind of random number of little stories about my daughter is what I've done, but I think you could do this for any topic. So it started when my daughter was like 9 months old, and I would experience something or something would happen, and I would think like, oh, that's so cute, I want to remember that. And I would put it down in my notes app, and then I would slowly accumulate these, like, I don't know, a bunch of little stories, and I didn't know what to do with them. And I thought, well, I could put them in Project Life, but then, Project Life tends to get kind of full with stories from the week. So they didn't really have a home. So I started compiling them into layouts of, again, like 5, 10, any kind of random number of things. And in terms of a photo, what I do is I just find any photo of my daughter around the general time of the stories. So, it's not like the photo that's shown here necessarily relates to any of these stories in particular. It's just her around the general age that the stories happened. And because I'm such a kind of grid person, I tend to do this in like a grid. So I'll do just like a bulleted list of the stories. Typically, like here, I'm stamping the words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll typically find ways to kind of delineate or separate out the different stories, maybe some kind of repeated embellishment. I do it a lot of different ways, but for these two layouts, for this one I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next one I actually don't do anything. I just have them kind of in a list. So both of these layouts are using the Hey Girl scrapbook kit from Studio Calico, the main kit. And I had a lot of fun with that vellum title. I thought that was really fun to stitch that on there and kind of have a little bit of dimension. So I've been scrapbooking for a really long time, and I know historically I've always felt a lot of pressure. Like if I have a story like, oh, this needs to be a whole layout and I need to find a photo that matches. So I think that this technique is very freeing because it's just a way to compile things that, I think it's important to let go of rules. And I feel like for me, this is like I'm breaking a rule of scrapbooking, that like things have to match, or everything has to be kind of ordered, or I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe other people don't struggle with that, but this for me has been really freeing, and it's been really helpful to find a home for these stories. And another layout, not either of these that I'm showing, but another one that I did recently follows a theme. So I'm trying to remember how many I included. I don't even remember. I think like, I don't know, something random like 12 quotes that my daughter said. So, just funny things that come out of her mouth, because I capture so many little stories that it was kind of fun to do one that was themed. Because a lot of these are just either something she says, something that we saw that was funny, just something very random. And I want to comment on those little shapes. So those I punched out from the numbers and thought, gosh, these are still really cute, like little triangles, little ovals. So kind of a fun technique to use extras from your stash, because everything from these kits can be used. I love, love, love these huge numbers. And I think they're perfect for this kind of layout, because you could pick any of those numbers and do a layout like this. It doesn't have to be a certain type. It doesn't have to be 5 or 10. It can be random. It could be 7 stories. It could be 8.5 stories. It can just be anything. So, and then that thing that I just showed you, that little piece of text there, that's actually from the marketing card that comes with the kit that talks a little bit about the kit. And I just punched from it because I like that text. So again, using all the little bits and pieces from the kit. I love those little wood bursts. And here I really enjoyed that angle. She's kind of moving in an angle, so I thought it was fun to move the pattern paper in an angle as well. A lot of movement in this layout. And I didn't number those stories. They're just listed, just kind of separated, so they're easy to read. So I would encourage you to do something like this, capture a few different stories, put them with a random photo, and see if it helps you to get more stories told. So thanks for watching.